Play and lurkers, what up? Oh, it's fucking cold. I am not ready for winter at all. Live chat. To all the people who texted me, emailed me yesterday. Oh my God, did you see how many views your video got? Yes, I appreciate y'all. But like I told you yesterday, just a freak thing. I don't really see it happening a lot. What up, Leela? Gracie Grit. Hayden here. What I will say though, video I put out yesterday seemed to got a lot of folks pissed off at me. There's a lot of tiny little channels last night, 5 or 6 people in the chat who were talking mad shit about me calling patriots and conservatives pussies who are afraid to act. Yes, yes, I said it. I find it weird that me simply saying, hey, your inactivity makes you a bitch. All these so-called patriots want to run around and talk all that shit. Like, why do you want to be so mad at me? Be mad at the enemy, not me. But it shows me who you are. I get it. So many people last night. I think there's about 11 people that I counted between the chat and just random little panels throughout the night. What has Hutch done? Hutch ain't done nothing. Who the fuck is he to sit up here and call us names? My channel is the receipt of what the fuck I've done and what I've been doing. How come the go-to for these so-called patriots in my own community? What have you done? If I stand up and say, we got to act, people, what the fuck? There's no excuses. We got to do it now. And the community that's supposed to be around me, the only thing that they want to cheer is, well, what have you done, Hutch? What did you do, Hutch? Instead of being inspired, instead of self-reflection, it's automatically liberal communist logic. Well, what have you done, Hutch? My channel is proof of everything that I've done. I've broke away from the system. I get loud. I get vocal. I get passionate. I speak out against the things that I don't like. I participate in the system. I vote. I encourage voting local. I encourage voting local matters more than the federal government. I encourage getting involved. I encourage writing letters, emails, phone calls, showing up at events. That's what the fuck I do, you fake ass patriots. You want to find anger with me for calling out your inactivity? Go to liberal logic excuse. What has Hutch done? Some of y'all been following me for 5 fucking years, watching my channel, and you still ask what I do? It proves my point that patriots are cowards and excuse makers. They would rather go after me, the ally in their community, than the actual enemy. How can America be saved if patriots have logic like that? How can this country ever be saved if these so-called proud Americans who will defend freedom attack me for attacking their inaction? But keep telling me how America is going to be fine. America. That was it. That was my little rant for this morning, y'all. Whatever y'all want to talk about. We might have people show up. We might not. Hopefully, I get lost in the algorithm and it stays small like this. I actually prefer to stay small like this. 30, 40. That's a good crowd. Couple hundred. I'm not a fan of it. You guys ready for winter? I am not. I was going around making a checklist this morning. It was like 61 degrees in the house. I was freezing my fucking eyeballs. Or freezing my fucking ass off. My eyeballs were dead. Native, Renaissance, Sophia, Teresa, Leela, all y'all, everybody that I missed. Hello. Yeah. 60, low 60s. Brought out the bitch in me this morning. That's what winter does. I fucking hate the cold. Pump house, not much left to do. A door. Water heater box, about 3/4 of the way getting that thing insulated. You're gonna be a millionaire in 100 days? Fuck yeah. Man, am I in West Virginia? Fuck no, I ain't in no goddamn West Virginia. I'm in America. Missouri. What up, Minnie? West Virginia. Not only is their name retarded, their time zone is retarded. What up, Guardian? All y'all. Lucas Winter is from West Virginia. Well, you come from enemy territory, sir. Guardian, I got the fucking box back again yesterday because they keep filling out the custom forms. Weird. So apparently you can't just write toy on the deal. You're a liberal? Well, you fucking suck. So apparently you can't write just toy on the deal. It has to be extremely fucking detailed and specific. So this afternoon, third time's a charm. We're gonna try to hit the post office up and send this fucking thing out again. Worst case scenario, we'll have to unbox it. Maybe take some things out. I sent some stuff for your little girls, but some stuff cannot be sent overseas, like nail polish and shit like that. They won't let it go through. So I've already had to take a few things out. We'll see. I don't know, but we'll get it figured out. Say it's already been paid for. It's just a matter of fucking paperwork at this point. You know what I mean? So we'll get her figured out. Whatever y'all want to talk about, throw it out there. I ain't got nothing to cuss and yell about this morning. Oh, I will say, here's something that is a headline. There is no topic, sister. Whatever you guys talk about is the topic. Apparently, the the faggots, the freaks, and the demons in the Democrat Party are calling for a boycott of Disney because of what happened to Jimmy Kimmel. And I for one, would like us all to side with the Democrats on this. Let's boycott Disney. You're goddamn right. Everybody boycott Disney because they want to fuck your children. Not figuratively, literally. Disney supports pedophilia. You're goddamn right I'm going to team up with the liberals to boycott fucking Disney. You goddamn right. So there's a unifier. We can agree on that. sad thing is, though, the vast majority of pedophiles in this nation voted for Kamala. So how are they going to boycott their own little escape? Is kind of what I'm trying to figure out. I am extremely pleasant. I have a brilliant personality. America. That's right. Fuck Disney. Fuck them. Let them fall. What up, other hillbilly? All of my originals. What up, y'all? All the new people. Hello. It's just a calm Thursday morning. It rained like the son of a bitch yesterday, so everything's fucking wet. What up, Franny? So I am moving slow until things start to dry out here a little bit. Moving some mulch today. Bringing it down here to the Bug Island. What up, Jane? I got to take some mulch over to the sunflower bed. Did some more trimming yesterday. Pool's filled up, clean. Still just moving small shit. Yes, it is Ohio. Yes, it is. But that goes along with what I just said 5 minutes ago. If you would have been here on time, ma'am, you would have heard me say that patriots and communist liberals in this country need to unite in banning Disney. Banning Disney. Yeah. How the fuck you say those words? The liberals are trying to protest Disney for the sake of Jimmy Kimmel's faggot ass being fired. And I agree. Let's join the liberals, patriots. Let's protest Disney. And if you'll see in the background of the picture, that was Scrooge McDuck from the 1930s or the 1940s. The little picture in the background, it says, ask about the Illuminati. Y'all know that Disney's been putting subversives in their shit since the beginning. So it actually kind of ties in. Yeah, fuck Disney. Let them fall. I'm super. Thank you for asking. Why Disney? Because they support pedophilia, and it's not what now. It's the exact same issue. Go back and check my post from 3 years ago, and see if I'm not saying fuck Disney, let them fall. They support pedophilia, and they're communists. So yeah, this is nothing new. Fuck Disney. This ain't extreme. Fuck Disney. Guardian, I've been seeing some of that stuff. Did you see where Pooh Bear and Putin were talking? That fucking they were talking about 70 is going to be young, still considered a baby. The average lifespan is going to be about 150 years old. Don't be in there complaining about wrenches. You know wrenches come around and they go around. You'll have one again eventually. Get out your feelings. If Backwoods would pop up here, I would ask him to share his box of tampons with you to take away the sensitivity. You didn't get fired for being too hard of a wrench, Ohio. None of y'all did. It was just that time to switch things up. It was just the perfect opportunity to talk shit when I did it. So that's what it is. Yeah, I am. I am not a fan of people to living to 150 years old. Communism. Enjoy your roads, schools, mail. I don't appreciate my mail at all. But communism and a constitutional republic and a culture accepting certain taxes to take care of an infrastructure that is almost the biggest continent on the planet. Yeah, I'm okay with some taxes. So I don't give a fuck what you liberals think. I don't give a fuck what you patriots think. Fuck Israel. Fuck Palestine. Yeah, I'm like, I'm whiny. Am I coming off whiny, y'all? I might be. I'm a whiny little bitch. I'll be that. But anyway, squirrel. I don't think I don't think I would like living over 100 years old. That's not something. Immortality in the physical is not something that I would ever want. I think life is supposed to be limited. Jesus supports LGBT. Okay. The Bible also tells us to stone. Just a chapter before. Love thy neighbor as you love thyself. Go back a little bit to where it says to stone you fucking homosexuals. Hey, I'm not a Christian, so you guys aren't hurting my feelings at all. It is well known that I'm not a Christian, so I don't give a fuck what you say. Don't tell me how stupid the Bible is. This shit don't bother me none. Yeah, I think the whole point to appreciating life is the fact that it is limited. That's where you get the appreciation for the small shit. In my opinion, I think the only thing immortal about a person should be their name and their lineage, something along those lines. If you could live to be 1,000 years old, you know, it kind of takes away from the importance of the little things, in my opinion. There's no gratitude when you've got no limits. I don't care if they remember my name or not. I'm not trying to be. My children will remember my name because they will carry it on, and that to me is important enough. I'm wishful of the devil. See, I'm confused now. When it comes to the trolls, I get confused because I talk shit to both sides. So I don't know. Are you a God-fearing Christian patriot who's calling me the devil, or are you one of those believe that you can cut your penis off and have sex with an open wound communist type? You're a devil. You know what I mean? Which one is it? The 6-7 thing? Uh, what up from Tennessee? What's going on? Christian liberal with the gay son. So everything about you is a contradiction, is what you're saying. I can't make sense of it because it's a contradiction. Everything about it is a contradiction. You can't be a Christian and be a liberal. If you're a Christian who allows your son to be a homosexual or a transgender, You're a shitty fucking example. Your house has been infiltrated by demons like me. Just saying. I mean, I ain't never met him, so I couldn't tell you either way. All I know is Jesus said, sell your cloak to get a sword. Jesus flipped tables. And Jesus told me that freaks like your son, while we still love you and we accept you as a human being, your actions deserve to be stoned. It's the sin that we hate. I say we, I personally, I hate you. Christians hate the sin, but they love you. I'm not a Christian. I don't love you. Please don't talk about the Bible. I'm sorry, this is America. I'm allowed to talk about anything I want. Do you see the divide right there? Even patriots are cheering this on right now. The cancel culture. The patriots who are cheering on the cancel culture. Like I get it, lose their jobs, that's cool, but the legal aspect of it, the patriots who are cheering that's bitch shit. This new legislation, this hate speech bullshit that Pam Bondi's trying to fucking push through. Yeah, that is bitch shit. Yep, I'm a loser. That's fine. Thank you, random name on a screen from a population of 9 million that I have never met and I will never see again. Your opinion of me has changed my outlook on life, and because you have shown me how much of a loser I am, I guess I will try to accept your faggot son and your corrupted religion as as truth and gospel. Thank you, sir, for making me completely aware of my shortcomings. I appreciate you. Troll fishing, y'all. Apparently that's what this shit's turning into. So hey, I am monetized. So appreciate y'all. My side, the other side. Appreciate y'all. I don't know. What does that say? Vamment? I don't know what that means. Right now, I am smoking a fucking Marlboro menthol because I'm out of Newports. That's what I'm smoking right now. Here in a minute, I'm going to be rolling me another stick of motivation. Creator of this channel, I have a question. People who run this world, who do they worship? Can you honestly answer that question, please? Who do they worship? I don't know who they worship. I'm like a gopher. That's cool. Gophers are cute as fuck. I don't know who the elitists, the Soros, worship specifically, but I know it's not God. I know it's not Jesus for you Christians. I know it's not any kind of Abrahamic God. I believe that. For those of you who are new to this channel, these vertical streams, it's the self. Yeah, I can see that. I would put that in there. Yeah. Technology is, we're witnessing technology emerge into the new religion of the next millennium, where science and computer chips are going to give you the impression that you're God yourself because you can create that false sense of divinity. I can see that. Squirrel. Any of y'all new to this, these vertical streams are my smoke breaks. This is not my content. This is just a smoke break to hang out with my people because I interact with my chat. So it goes where it goes. I hardly have direction. I talk shit about everybody. And sometimes we have people up here. This is a hobby, not a profession. Since it is a smoke break, every time you hear the word America or you see the word America in the chat, Maccabeus, what up? You are obligated to take a hit. If you got baby lungs and you can't smoke, take a shot. Whatever your vice of choice is. We only recommend natural over here. Steph, what up? Are you happy now? Are you happy now? Kano Crush, what kind of fucking Fed question is that? Merica. Vaping counts. Vaping counts. But let me throw in the caveat. There is a caveat. I wake and bake every motherfucking day. And I criticize people and I talk shit about both sides. And you know why I do? Because all this land that I'm sitting on is mine. I own it. My house, my sheds, I own them. My refrigerator is full. My pets are fat and happy. I have material to do all kinds of projects. No limitations, no restrictions, because I own everything that I'm looking at right now. I am uncancelable. I'm not obligated to some kind of 9 to 5 clock. I'm not obligated to somebody else's schedule. I can sit here and wake and bake in America because this is my shit. Literally that simple. Silverback. This morning, I do believe we are smoking on some. Hold on. What did I trim yesterday? Or I trimmed yesterday, and this stuff is still like 2 days away, so it's still a little moist. A little moist. Fucking. This is. What the fuck is the name of that? Blueberry something is the name of it. If you do not have your shit together, though, if you don't have your bills paid, if you don't have fucking kids whose stomachs are fat from food, don't touch this. This is a reward, not a lifestyle. Take care of the important shit first. There's the little, the more you know. Ding. I can represent myself as a loser pothead because I literally have zero obligations to anybody in this world except for me and my family. So, America. What are we talking about, y'all? Anthony, what up? Apparently, be ready to put in some work, Anthony. Shout out to all my wrenches. Appreciate y'all. You guys know how it is. As long as there's no racist shit or no overtly sexual shit, then you're pretty much free speech over here. Right, Ohio. I was kind of looking at that. I was like, that's vaguely familiar. It has a certain cadence to it that kind of rings autistic and short bussy. 30 minutes on the dot, y'all. Do we end it or do we keep going? I mean, I've got that much motivation left. The only thing that's guaranteed, it's supposed to be a minimum 15 minutes, a maximum of 30 minutes is how the smoke breaks are supposed to be. But they seem to be turning into to an hour long. Wrenches, get ready. I'm just saying. Maybe. Maybe. I like turtles.
What is going on here?
You seem to be going black screen this morning, sir. I can hear your voice, but I can't see your face.
I don't know what's going on with it. It's like stuck.
Spin your phone, like twist it sideways. There you go.
There it goes. What's going on? I wanted to clear up something first off. Jesus viewed the Old Testament as the authoritarian. Basically, Jesus said, do not forsake the teachings of my Father. So Jesus did not denounce the Old Testament, just so everybody knows this.
Hold on. Eli. Everybody boo Eli with the Uncle Si. Any Duck Dynasty reference gets booed by everybody in this chat, whether you love me or you hate me or you're indifferent. If you see a Duck Dynasty troll in the chat, you boo them and you shame them. Step your fucking game up. Have some respect for your craft. Jesus Christ. The show's been off the air for 10 years, man. Boo. Shame.
I know, right? Well, the whole thing, you know, he said, do not forsake the teachings of the Father when they asked him about the Old Testament. So, you know, all the other stuff. And, you know, I seen somebody say something about Jesus was LGBTQ or something. Man, I've been seeing this shit, which is absolutely a lie. God said that man lieth with a man or a woman lieth with a woman is an abomination to God. Plain and simple. Jesus said, do not forsake the teachings of my Father, the Old Testament. All you got to do is use your brain and put two and two together, and it's go like, oh, you know what I mean?
Let me just tell my people who are in here, it's just words, y'all. It's just words.
Let
these people show you exactly who they are. This is what's great about freedom of speech. This is what's great when you don't restrict what people say, regardless of how offensive and stupid it may be, because it shows you exactly who they are. I don't want these people to be quiet. Just like I'm not going to be quiet about how much I think you people are freaks and disgusting. You communist sympathizers.
Right.
Don't be quiet. Tell me who you are. Tell me exactly how you feel. That way there's no confusion. No beating around the bush. I appreciate it. And I welcome your freedom of speech. As long as it's not racist shit. That's the only thing we don't do over here. We don't do that racist shit. And the over-sexualization of anything.
Well, just to be the correction, yes, it does not say about women. You're correct. I'm going to say that if God said man life with a man
is mankind, it's pretty self-explanatory.
There you go. Thank you. That's what I was getting at. Yes.
America.
Yeah.
So what's going on with you this morning? How's life in South America?
Man, I'll tell you what. It's really good. went and met up with my group yesterday, and we discussed the new channel we're going to build, and the direction we want to go with it and everything. We cut down a couple of limbs that was up on the roof, hanging over and touching the roof. Cut some limbs down. Just doing the things, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got about 14. Yeah, I think I got 14 properties to mow today. And then that will be all the properties I have for this week. And I will be off tomorrow and headed to deer camp to do a work weekend there. I've been working my ass off lately, bro.
Fuck yeah. Are you looking forward to shooting a helpless, defenseless, sentient being in the face and then pulling its skin and letting the blood drip and waste all over the ground? Are you looking forward to that? Because I'm looking forward to the pictures of it.
Yes, let me explain that. When I go deer hunting, I like to, when I see the deer, I'll make a noise, like whistle or meh, do something little just to get them to turn and look at me. Then I shoot them. I feel like there's more.
You don't shoot them in the face to take them down. 98,
No.
whatever, 98. Oh, I say after they're already down, you walk up and then you shoot them in the face just because. You got to have that double tap. It's like zombies. You got to have the double tap. You got to shoot them right in the face.
That's where it used to be. But bullets are expensive these days, man. And I mean, why waste an extra bullet? Because they are very expensive, especially the ones that I shoot. They're about a buck 40 a round. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, So it is what it is. But yeah, we I feel there's more of an interconnection when I have the deer look at me when I shoot it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's that
contact, right? That bond.
It's that deer in the headlight look, like, oh shit, I'm fucked. Anyway.
Oh, baby lungs this morning. Sinus is kicking my ass. How many people can we offend this morning?
Right.
What else we got going on? Somebody throw a random thing in the chat about what you're passionate about so we can shit all over it. That's what we're doing this morning.
Trump last night did he said he's designating Antifa as a terrorist organization.
Fuck yeah.
It's about damn time. Domestic terrorist.
I need to get
boy. Let freedom do. He's.
I have no idea. If it is literally more than 5 words, it's all a fucking blur to me. So somebody who's literally putting paragraphs, I have no idea what you're saying.
Right.
I really don't. You see how far away from this fucking screen I am? I can't see that little ass shit. I'm fucking old. If you want to insult me, do it in five words or less. That way I can actually see what you're trying to tell me.
Oh yeah, Sophia, yes. Pam Bondi. See, and I did a video about that. I don't remember if it was a live stream or just a video, but I did a video about that, about Pam Bondi, about not trusting that bitch, man. Yeah, she come out and said anybody with the doing the hate speech against Charlie Kirk, she was trying to win some kind of brownie points or something, that they were going to come after you, and yeah, no, I don't like that shit at all, man. I think we should have freedom of speech, regardless. Now, I do agree when you start talking about unaliving people and things like that. Yes, you're stepping to a little higher degree of speech, as we call it. You know what I mean? But as far as it goes for, you know, if somebody wants to say Charlie Kirk was gay, that's your right to say that. You know, we all know it ain't true, but it's your right to say it. And if somebody says that his unaliving was a good thing, that's their right to say that. And you know, we are not we do not agree with blocking people's freedom of speech. We do now over here, like Hutch said earlier, you know, racism will get you kicked out of here quick. We don't play that shit. It's racism is about the most unproductive fucking thing you can do. It's just unproductive, period. You know what I mean? Things like that. But the freedom of speech, yeah, Pam Bondi has went way overboard, and she should have been fired the minute that shit come out of her mouth. She should have gotten a text message from Trump and said, "You're fired."
Yep.
Plain and simple.
There is no such thing as hate speech. There is no such thing as a hate crime.
Right.
Everything that can be charged under a hate whatever is already a law on the books, and they just don't fucking enforce it.
Right.
That's your prosecutors, that's your DAs, that's your fucking attorneys, your bitch ass judges who keep accepting plea bargains and lowering charges. That's where that problem's coming from. Because the motherfuckers don't enforce the laws that are already on the fucking books. So they want to turn around and add a new name to it just so they can be like, oh, look, I'm going to add stipulations to the laws that we don't already enforce. It makes no fucking sense. Any politician, left or right, Democrat, Republican, who preaches for any kind of hate speech legislation is an enemy of the country and is anti-constitutional 1,000%.
Yeah.
Same with red flag laws. Pam Bondi has championed both hate speech and red flags. That bitch has got to go. That cunt is not of us. I'm just saying. She got to go.
Yeah, see, I'd said that live stream video, whatever I did, and I said, man, you know, I didn't trust that bitch at all, man, and that I did not like that pick from Trump because she was for red flag laws, very openly about that. That's a very dangerous slope right there.
That is a blatant violation and a smack to the face of every American who fought to get Trump elected. For every American who was being canceled for posts that they put 10 years ago, that is a slap in the face of every American who voted against that shit. We're going to turn around and implement it as law and say it's okay because, oh, we did it, so it's okay. It makes no sense. No.
Right.
You're for the Constitution in America or you're for the politician. You can't be for both. You got to call that shit the way it is. Pam Bondi has got to go immediately. That bitch has been fucking everything up since the day she got in there. Fucked up the Epstein shit. Fucked up the red flag shit. Fucked up this hate speech shit. No country wants to give her respect or even talk to her as if she has some kind of authority because everybody knows she's a groomed fucking puppet. She should have never been there in the first place. Pam Bondi has got to go.
Yeah, I was against taking the rights away from trannies too on the 2A.
Yeah,
you can't just take and decide that we're going to apply the rights to one group, but we're not going to apply it to another group just because. You know, there are, you know, yes, there are some lunatic fucking trannies, okay? But there are some lunatic right wingers. There are some lunatic left wingers. There are some lunatic Chinese people. There, you know, so you can't just go out there and just say, well, we're going to take away the rights of this particular group of people because you don't, you know, there's been several trannies that's come out and spoke way against this violence and shit. You know what I'm saying? The death of Charlie Kirk, so forth and whatever. So we should just take their gun rights away too, just because they're a tranny? No, fuck that shit. No, I believe in American having rights, man. Period. We have rights, we have a constitution, and that's the way it is. Again, you know, there are things that we have made laws to that you step over them laws. You know what I'm saying? You step over them, right? You know, when they took Charlie Kirk's life, that you took his rights away. You took his wife's rights away. You took his children's rights away. You know what I'm saying? So that guy, yes, he deserves what the fuck you want that all day long. I may not agree, I may not like it, but I'm going to stand for your fucking rights to do it, man. And we need to, well, that's the one thing that pisses me off is that, you know, a lot of lefties, and this is the honest truth, a lot of lefties will not call that shit out. Go and look about what Pam Bondi said about going after the hate speech. Go and look at all the conservatives, man. All of them are calling her out. Fire her immediately. We don't agree with that shit. If leftists would start doing that more, when shit is wrong, call it out. Don't just stick with party lines and shit. Fucking call it out for what it is, plain and simple. But no,
even if the enemy's calling it out, mainly for conservatives, even if the enemy's calling it out, because a lot of you will do that same bullshit. They'll be like, "Oh, so and so said this about this." Like, yeah, but it's true. They don't.
right.
They don't want to listen because it's the other side. I get it. There's truth in everything, even if the enemy's saying it, and you have to acknowledge that. You can't hate the truth just because the enemy acknowledges it as truth too.
Right.
How
Yeah,
few
and
times it happens.
yeah, that whole left versus right thing. Yeah, it's the same thing with religion. You know, there's many different religions. I think that, you know, it's all the same, man. All this. Well, you're for evil, and I mean, it's just that's a pretty plain and simple concept. You know what I mean?
America. I will agree. Like we are not for those of you like we're dead center. We think that the people who ride Trump's nuts are fucking sheep too, and we call those people out. All these people who are, oh my God, I'm Trump all day long. He's the savior of America. We've been calling them cowards for 5 years. We've been calling conservatives and Republicans pussies for the last 5 years. For Republicans distinction.
Yep.
We're right down the middle over here. I I will acknowledge that I hate everything about you, and I hope nothing but bad things happen to you. But I will fight for you to have the exact same freedoms that I have, because that's fucking America. Because if they take yours, they can come back and take mine. It's selfish reasons. I'll give you that. If you want to get honest, it's completely selfish. I don't give two fucks about your rights. I would love for you freaks to not have guns. But the fact that someday that could happen to me, that same freedom that I hope you lose could happen to me, makes me fight that you keep that freedom, even if
Yep.
I fucking hate you having it. That's how that works. And I can acknowledge that. I acknowledge my double standard.
Right.
They can take it from you, they can take it from me. Shall not be infringed. It's self explanatory.
It's pretty self-explanatory.
They don't take knives away from people. They don't take sticks and rocks away from people. Guilty, right? If everybody's automatically guilty before you can do anything. What happened to innocence? What happened is it innocent until proven guilty. As long
Well,
as you don't commit a
so
crime with that gun, you're perfectly fine. As soon as you take that gun and commit that crime, you can't get mad if somebody else has a gun and takes your life. That's how that works. It's a pretty simple concept. Don't do something stupid with the tools that you have, and everything's fucking common sense. It's not a hard fucking concept.
right. Well, and here's the thing about Jimmy Kimmel, okay? Because I see some people mention about Jimmy Kimmel. See, the one thing everybody's got to understand about this, Okay, and a lot of these people that are getting fired for running their mouth and stuff, you know, from these businesses, one thing you got to understand is a business has the right to get rid of you when you do something stupid. You know, social media is a bad thing for people that work for businesses. Period. Because when you get on there and you start talking shit, you know, however it may be, if they say that they don't like the way that you are doing things on social media, they can get rid of you because it hurts their overall brand. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they're over there going, you have to take that down, well, then, okay, now they're fucking with your freedom of speech and they can't do that. But if they just say, hey, look, we've seen everything that you've done on social media. We feel that it's going to be a detriment to our country, to our sales, you know, yada, yada. We're going to get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? Companies have a right to do that. As far as it goes for just telling you you can't, you know, you know, so the ABC News, I guess it was the ABC that had Kimmel on. I don't know. I never watched the motherfucker, but I never really liked Kimmel. But, you know, if they feel that it can hurt their money, you know what I'm saying? And as far as it goes for the FCC, Brendan Carr, ain't it, had said, you know, that they better make him apologize or take it, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's You just got to understand government, man. Government, whoever's in fucking power, they're going to assert their authority. Biden administration done it. Trump does it. Fucking Obama did it. You know, Bush, Clinton, they all fucking do that shit. Okay, they all press their fucking authority and everything. But a company has the right to get rid of you
This is
for
where people are not understanding the distinction. The Constitution, the freedom of speech, is to protect you against government retaliation, not against a code of ethics and conduct. In a company that
right,
you work for, that you sign a contract saying that you will follow that
right,
that guideline, that code and ethic contract that you signed to get your millions of dollars as a celebrity on TV. You had to sign a contract of ethics,
right,
uphold the image and maintain the image of the mother company itself and the shareholders and blah blah blah. Now I can see the argument to where you be like, well, the FCC said that they were going to revoke their license if they didn't fire him. I get that. I understand that. But that's the FCC. It's been in place forever. 50 years ago, you would have got your TV station shut down for showing a husband and wife kissing, or 70 years ago. So
right,
FCC has the jurisdiction over what they can say consider as too obscene for television. And when there is a situation as hot and as amped up as it is right now, and you've got one of the three major founding networks glorifying and laughing at murder and assassination in the political climate that it's in, that
right.
passes FCC guidelines of dignity and respect, cultural. You know what I mean? It's That's how that works. I'm not with the cancel culture. I think it's going to cause a bigger issue in the long run. I was telling the fellas
Right.
about this yesterday. I think all these thousands of people who are going to get fired, that just means that there's thousands of fucking retards who are now unemployed and cannot support their lifestyle, can't feed themselves without coming on here e-begging or going to the welfare system, the beast that they say they fucking hate. Or they're going to get indoctrinated by a Soros type who's got all the money to say, oh, you lost your job? Here, I'll fund you. Bring your little fat dyke looking ass over here to the woods and let's start doing some training. Probable versus possible? You decide. I'm just saying it's on the table. I think it's going to cause a bigger issue. I'm not for the cancel culture, but
So,
I understand
Milk
exactly why
Yankee.
all of these companies fired you people because you broke their codes of ethics, and that it is what it is. So deal with it.
What's up, Milk and Yankee? How y'all doing? Yeah, that's the thing, man. Is that, you know, again, yes, I agree that the FCC did put pressure on them, and that is kind of that's pushing that fucking First Amendment deal. But at the same time, like I said, the company can just get rid of them. You know, if it starts affecting their station, you know, in a negative financial way, you know.
I will back you on that. Y'all need to have some more practical fucking names. If you want people to read your name, have something practical instead of like RTD 27953 your mom kind of shit. Just something practical. But I agree with you. Yeah, it's us against the chomos.
Well, hold on. I got a question. This BD guy.
Automatically. That's how I stand.
This BD guy says Charlie's in hell, little guy. And that's where mag hats go. So you believe in God then? BD, do you believe in God? And you believe in heaven and hell. So, you know, you believe in God, correct? I'll wait for him to answer.
Yes. On a good note. What up, Tiger? All my people in here. What up, all y'all? The original troll fishing this morning. I would just like to take a minute for everybody to remember the fact that, yes, somebody pointed it out. George Floyd is, in fact, now sober for how many days now? So let's give him a round of applause for that.
So, BD, you don't want to answer that?
America.
Do you? It's a pretty simple yes or no. You was quick to say where Charlie Kirk's going and all that, so I'm just curious. So you're admitting that you believe in God? Is that correct? Yeah, he don't want to answer now.
I mean, he might have answered. It's hard to tell. I can't keep track. I don't even know what name we're looking for, if I'm being honest. I'm high as fuck right now. I've been smoking for an hour straight. I'm high as balls right now. Y'all are giving me the giggles. And
I think it's funny because a lot of people like to immediately, you know, Charlie Kirk's going to hell. Charlie Kirk's in hell. And it's like, okay, so you believe in God. Oh, okay. So then if you believed in God and you knew that God said, you know, judgment is his, not ours. So we don't know where Charlie Kirk is. We don't know where George Floyd is. We can assume where he is. We can assume where.
What does Floyd have to do with Kirk's death? Nothing. I just wanted to bring up the fact that George Floyd has been sober for over a year now, and I thought that should be celebrated. It was irrelevant to the conversation. I just went squirrel and thought it should be praised. No tie-ins at all.
Yeah, obviously milk. I was going to give it to him. That's right. I'm assuming gender. What?
That seems hypocritical. How? How is it hypocritical? I'm allowing you people to talk about Charlie Kirk. How is that hypocritical? I can talk about whoever I want, whenever I want. That is the entire point. That's the opposite of hypocritical. That's literally standing on business. Is the fact that I'm letting you fucking retards say it.
Right.
That's kind of how it works. I know. It's a fucking crazy concept. Wow.
Right. Well, see, so someone said, where is the jokes about Charlie Kirk's death? Well, I mean, I liked Charlie Kirk. I didn't care for George Floyd. George Floyd was in the middle of committing a crime when he was unalived. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just kind of the way it is. You know what I mean?
Somebody asked. My guest is Backwoods. If you want to promote your channel, go ahead.
You know, I don't do that, man. People find me, they like me. If they don't, they don't. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If somebody wants to put my link up, I'm fine with it. If they don't, I'm fine with that too, man. I've never been a you know, pusher of my channel. You know what I mean? You find me, you like me, cool. Subscribe. We can hang out. If you don't, okay. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. You know what I mean? Whatever.
There you go. Yeah, we're not here for the publicity and the nut riders. Like we're neither one of us are corporate creators.
No.
This is pretty much a hobby. We build real life communities. That's what we do. We preach accountability. Get off your ass. Do something. Improve your situation. Build something. Grow something. That's what we push over here. We're not corporate creators. We don't give two fucks about your money. We don't give a fuck about you being victims. We just want you to fucking do something. Hate us all you want, but grow your own fucking food. Get away from the government. Get away from the system. Get away from the schedules. That's what we push over here. We don't hide who we hate, and we fight for what we love. It's not a hard
See it. And I voted for Trump 3 times, and I'll call him out in a heartbeat on the shit that he does, man. I don't worship Trump, you know, and everything. I think that bullshit that he's doing with the however you say that Peter Thiel and all that shit with the fucking police state, you know, where they're, you know.
I keep wanting to say Palantir, but I know that's a fucking exercise bike.
Yeah,
Peloton. What the fuck? Y'all know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Peloton, Palantir, some shit like that.
Yeah, whatever that fucking surveillance fucking bullshit is, man. I don't like that. I don't like that shit at all, man. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, Palantir is what we're talking about.
Because that dude, that Peter Thiel dude, that motherfucker is getting in the level of, you know, with because he said we could have stopped some of these murders beforehand by simply letting it, you know what I mean? It goes in the algorithms and all that shit, the way he was explaining it. And they can tell when somebody's about to commit a crime. And I'm like, ooh, boy, that's not fucking good at all, because there's been a lot of things that I've seen that make me want to shoot someone in the face, man. But doing it, that's a whole different fucking story. You know what I mean? And so according to that system, it would fucking flag me, and I'm going to jail for something I ain't even fucking do. What is it? Yeah, pre-crime. There you go. Pre-crime. Yeah.
Cheers to the chat, y'all. Love y'all.
I know, right?
I have been waiting 5 years for my trolls, and I have found you, and I
will tell you what made me vote for Trump. I seen somebody ask that. It was all right, see, now let freedom ring. That'll get you kicked out of here, man. We don't do the nasty sex shit and stuff. What made me vote for Trump was, I think, as far as it goes for the economy, he was the best choice for our economy. That's what matters to me, is the economy. All the other shit, you're going to get it regardless of what fucking politician you get in there, man. That Kamala wanted to take the fucking, if they didn't do a certain gun ban within the first 100 days, she was just going to do it. You know what I'm saying? She was just going to just write it out, and we're going to do a gun ban. No, I don't agree with that shit. So you're going to get that with any of these fucking politicians. To me, I think Trump does the best on the economy, because fuck, I can't think this morning. I ain't been up long. The people who look at, you know, the economy and everything and say, you know, hey, I think they're this is going to be bad or this is going to be good. They said that they thought that the big beautiful bill was going to cost $3 trillion against our deficit. Instead, they have come back yesterday and revised it and said that it would actually give us an 800 billion surplus. So, that's what matters to me is the economy, and constitutional rights. And you get any fucking politician out there, and one way or another, these son of a bitches are going to figure out some way to violate your fucking rights, man. Plain and simple. So that's,
Lesser of two evils is all politics are.
that's it. That's it.
We get after both sides for that sheep mentality. You can either be for the country and the Constitution, or you can be for your political party. You can't be for both. That's how that fucking works. Politics is the lesser of two evils. It's not giving allegiance and loyalty to a single person. It's hoping that this person represents what America is supposed to be. And one of the biggest contradictions I have about Trump, if we want to call it down the middle, Trump runs this country like a fucking company, like a Fortune 500 company.
Yes.
Not like a free independent nation. That's what I have against him. It's bullshit.
Yes.
Trump pushes luxury. America creates industry to hold up other industry, the insurance industry. Oh, look, now we can create 100 million jobs by creating this fake industry over here, just so this industry can get money and we can generate tax revenue from both. It's all bullshit, flashy bullshit.
Well, here's what really gets me.
The problem with people who want to run the country like a fucking corporation is that they don't take in the fact that no, we have the freedom of speech. The culture is not dictated by the law. The law is supposed to be dictated by the culture. And when you don't run it like America, like the Constitution says, and you run it like a fucking CEO, you get rid of a lot of the shit that's supposed to make it America. And then you turn it into this giant global fucking corporation that sucks the dick of India and China and Israel. That's what we are. America doesn't make anything worth substance. Everything's fucking flashy consumerism nonsense. Not a goddamn thing America produces other than culture. And the culture we produce is fucking trash. Because these faggots have took it over with Hollywood and our music, corrupting all this shit. That's what we push to the world. And we wonder why they hate us. America spread this fag shit around the fucking world. It's real shit.
Well, here's one of the things that I think that a lot of people is not understanding in all this. They're real quick to say Donald Trump is causing this and then the deficit and this, and then other people were like, Joe Biden was causing this and with the deficit, but presidents only get 8 years, man. You know what I'm saying? 4-year term, 8-year, however they do it, however they get elected. But the one thing that everybody always seems to forget is look at all the motherfuckers in Congress that's been there for 40, 50 years. Do you think that this is really Obama's fault? Do you think this is fucking Trump's fault? Do you think this is Biden's fault? No. Congress, the House controls the purse. The House can tell a president, no, we're not spending this money. We're not giving you money, period. It's just not happening. So it's not the presidents. It's the Congress who has got us into $37 trillion in debt, because that's the one consistent thing that you can look at. Is you can go back and you can see that these motherfuckers has been in there for 30, 40, 50 years. Our debt does not go up because of a president. It goes up because of Congress, period. All there is to it.
The president has very little power. A lot of that shit has to go through the process. And this is not a Trump Obama thing. This goes before any of you in this chat were ever fucking born. This bullshit's been going on. It ain't no different.
Yep.
The only difference is modernity has got you confused, thinking that luxury is the way to go. And now you're a country full of consumers. And my generation, the boomer generation, We've ignored it for so long by not voting local, by not actually paying attention to the congressmen and the city councils, the judges, all those votes that happen on a local level, because we stopped paying attention to those because our lives were too busy to take one fucking day and vote for the people who literally control the laws that rule our everyday fucking lives. We've allowed senators, city councilmen, judges, prosecutors. We've allowed all these people to just run free and do whatever they want without accountability because we've been too distracted for the last 80 fucking years to actually call it out. This is nothing new. But we call it out today. That's what we preach. Get away from them fucking team colors. Politician is not a savior of a country. The people are. American culture changes every 10 to 15 years. That's the way it's been since the fucking beginning. So which America are you fighting to get back? Do you want the America of the 50s? Do you want the America of the 70s? Do you miss the 90s? Do you want the America of the 1800s? Which America are you fighting to get back? Because the culture is literally different every 20 years. And that's what makes America unique and better than every other fucking nation. Because the culture controls the direction of the country. And we're seeing it right now. Which culture are we choosing right now? 90s kids, you see culture change to what it is right now. You know everything I'm saying is true. Culture dictates government, not the other way around. And we lost sight of that because we don't want to do shit. We want to vote somebody in and think that that's good enough. That's all we have to do. We'll vote and then we'll just walk away, or we won't vote at all because somebody else will do it. You got lazy to the system and now you're mad that the system's fucking raping you.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I try to stay out of the system as much as possible, but you know the way the system is built, I mean, you have to be involved in the system in some kind of way. It's just the way it is. I like, again, like I said, you know, I'm all about the financial part of it. You know, I want to be able to go to work and you know, get my bills paid and have a little money to go do something. That's all I ask for. I don't give a shit about being rich, man. I just don't. It just seems like it's just more fucking problems, you know. And I think when you become real rich, you get to be like, you get to be like these rich fucking people, man. And they don't give a shit about nobody, man, except themselves and their rich buddies. And that's a fact, man. That goes from Trump to Biden to fucking Obama, all these motherfuckers, man, all of them. And, you know, but the only thing that I care about is which one of you fuckers is going to at least try to put in some kind of policies, you know, like Trump with the tax cuts. That tax cuts is huge, man. I know that between me and my old lady last year, we paid in probably about $27,000 in taxes, dude. And that may not seem like shit to some people, and to some people that's a lot of fucking money. Well, to me, it's a lot of money. $27,000 would do a lot for my household, man. You know what I mean? So anytime we can get tax breaks, you know, it's a good thing. And that's why I like Trump with the tariffs. You know, and a lot of people go, well, tariffs, they just pass it on to the consumer. Well, what the fuck do you think happens when they raise taxes? That gets passed on to the consumer too. That's the one thing that people don't take into consideration, is that when you raise the corporate tax rate up to, you know, fucking 40, 45 fucking percent, well, they're not, these corporations are not going to go, well, shit, man, the government taxes 45%. I guess we're just going to eat that cost. Bullshit. They're going to pass it on to the fucking consumer, just like they will with tariffs. The difference is that with the taxes, we pay taxes. With the tariffs, we don't pay. We let some other fucking country pay. And you put $27,000 more in my fucking household. Guess what? I can afford that couple of dollar fucking deal on that tariff raise, you know, because not everything comes from overseas. You know, you know, so not everything is going to get raised up over tariffs. There are going to be some things that do, but not everything will. And that's why that's all I'm saying, man, is that I think that, you know, I like the tariff deal. I think it's the best way, and get rid of our fucking taxes. Lower them, lower them, lower them until they're gone. Because that's the big difference, and people just don't understand that tariffs and taxes, no matter which one you do, the fucking consumer is going to pay for it. Higher taxes or tariffs, you're still going to fucking pay for it. But the difference is with tariffs, the other country pays for it instead of us.
You guys don't understand that the purpose is to push more companies to build in America is the whole point. Because if you build in America, you won't have a tariff. That's the whole concept. And that's what's happening. All these companies from foreign nations who are already pledging 600 million, 700 million, 1.3 billion in investments in America. That's exactly what the tariffs are meant to do, and that's what they're doing. You got to give him that. You got to be able to call out the good and the bad, even if you hate the motherfucker. It is what it is. Like I said, it's a lesser of two evils. No, we're not debating. I'm too high to be debating right now. This
Right.
is my brother. We're just up here talking shit. I'm not one of those. Trump is a fascist. Debate me. I'm not one of those fucking retards. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. I'm a zealot in my ideology, and I'm an extremist in my speech. I don't care about debating you or teaching you or changing your mind. I'm here to be me, and I don't give a fuck what you do about you. That's yeah. It's my brother. We're just hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, people, these elitists, these fucking, which when I say elitist, I'm talking about the House of Representatives, the fucking Senate, the fucking president, all of them. They're going to do what the fuck they want to do. It's they've shown it time and time and time and time again. Plain and simple. We can sit here and argue all this different.
He's a 30-year-old making more than you, dumbass.
Who?
I don't know. I didn't see the name.
Well, I'm a 30-year-old making more money than you, dumb hicks. So what? Awesome, dude. I'm glad you're making good money. Awesome to you, brother. I own my own business, and I go to work when I get ready. You know what I mean? I come home when I get ready.
Ohio,
I've had my own business. I've had my own business for what, 3 or 4 years now, Hutch?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I own my shit. $10
Yeah.
is fuck you money to me right now.
I own this shop.
I'm not a consumer, sir. I own
Right.
my shit. I don't give a fuck how much money you got.
Right.
I can get high on a Thursday morning for an hour straight. Why do I give a fuck how much money you got? America, bitch.
Right. I don't give a shit. My bills are paid. I'm going deer hunting. I bought a new rifle.
I got a lawnmower. I got a swimming pool. My puppy's over here rolling around in the dirt. I got a whole tray of motivation.
Right? Shit. That's what I'm saying, man. These people don't have no idea, do they?
Oh, I will say, Ohio, that was a good one. I think CRC or whatever you are. Y'all, I appreciate the support, but we don't do that. Oh, what up, white brother? I don't give a fuck what color you are.
No, don't.
If you address me by my skin color, I automatically have zero respect for you. Whether it's
Absolutely.
praise or insult, I don't give a fuck what color you are. Just because we wear the same melanin or lack of doesn't mean we're in the same fucking. You know what I mean? We're not brothers because we look the same.
Well, Chris Cat, here's the thing about that. You guys are spraying straight bullshit, and you don't know how tariffs work at all. Well, see, that's the funny thing about it is that just as quick as you would say that I don't know how tariffs work, I can say that you don't know how tariffs work. So how about that? I mean, you know what I mean? All I know is the economy has gotten worse, and it has for a long time. I don't, and we've been in the same fucking system forever, and everything has gotten worse. We have went from, no debt to 37 trillion in debt. and most of that has been without tariffs. You know, some tariffs, some little tariffs, because we've always had tariffs. But you know, at some point, you have to stop and you have to say, you know, doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result is fucking lunacy. So let's go for something new. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like, seriously, we have been in the tax system for fucking years and years and years. And what has happened? We're at 37 trillion in debt, and the debt is still rising. So explain to me how tariffs don't work. You know what I'm saying? Because the little tariffs that we did have, you know, it was really funny because Joe Biden took off some tariffs that Trump had put on China, I think it was, and then he turned around and he put the tariffs back because we lost money. And so, dude, all I can say again is the system we've been doing for years and years and years ain't fucking working. Period. So it's time to try something new. Shit. What the fuck, man? People don't stop and think, you know. They just want to go on one side or the other because they've heard political talking points that tariffs is going to break we can't do tariffs. And well, this country was run off of tariffs completely for a while. And then they go, you know what? We can start taxing these motherfuckers. And yeah, let's just do that and steal their fucking money. So
All I know is we've been on here for an hour and 21 fucking minutes, and I am way too high for this serious of a conversation. So I'm going to need you to tone it down because I literally keep zoning out halfway through. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, America. I'm smoking mine, y'all, and this shit is fucking amazing. I'm just saying.
I know, right? Well, you didn't get a degree from an indoctrinated school, so you don't know shit. I know my this building I'm sitting in, it's paid for. I know I've got 3 vehicles in the driveway that are paid for. I have a 4-wheeler that's paid for. I have a boat that is paid for. I have cash money to build a shop building, another building in my backyard. I know that I owe less than 35 grand on my house. And in between the time that I've been buying my house, we also added $68,000 in new roof, new heating and air, a big new room on the back. We had some structural problems. We had them fixed, and we're paid back down to about $35,000. So I would say economically, I'm not too bad. I don't know. All I got myself was a high school education, and just to be honest with you, they really was just kind of like, well, you know, you really didn't pass, but you're an asshole, and we want you the fuck out of here. So here's your diploma, bud. Get the fuck out.
I didn't. I'm a dropout. I am a full blown stereotype. I am a toothless hillbilly dropout in the woods. I embrace my stereotype.
Yeah, we admitted to tariffs that everything is getting worse and worse, and so now, you know, the tariffs is going to make it worse even more so. You know, we know that, sure, because you know the system we have has been working so well. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to pay tariffs if you grow it. Just saying. You don't have to pay tariffs if you build it. Just saying.
Blue states pay taxes for red states. Man, I'm so glad for that too, man. We get free money off you bitches.
I appreciate y'all.
Hell yeah, pay me, bud. Oh shit. This is funny.
Right? This is my fucking I appreciate y'all. Trolls, I fucking love this shit out of y'all.
Right?
I'm just saying, shameless plug. This is not this is literally just a smoke break that I do for the
I know,
people.
right?
If you're interested in who we really are, I have actual content of me building this homestead from nothing. That's what I'm doing. This is a hobby. We're just up here doing us.
This Zen says I got a camper and it's warm and it has new tires and I painted the fridge. Hell yeah. America, baby.
And a reminder for those of you who have been subscribed since at least September 1st and longer, giveaway coming up for your receipts, pictures of, or video of what you have done in the year of our Lord 2025 to improve your situation, to break your dependency from the government, from your job, from your neighbor, from your parents, whatever the case may be, paying off a mortgage, building your credit, growing a garden, perimeter defense, that type of stuff, canning food. What are you doing to break your dependency from the government? Any kind of government program, any kind of assistance program? What are you doing to actually own everything that you have beyond the glitz and the glamour bullshit? To actually get away from the system. That's what we promote and reward over here. We don't give a fuck about the system. We don't give a fuck about it.
Here's the next one, Hutch. They'll go, well, you don't really own it because you still got to pay taxes. Exactly. That's why I say let's fucking do tariffs and get rid of taxes. I don't know. That's a hell of a concept.
I'd rather have these foreign fucks paying our fucking road maintenance than us.
Right.
Militant roots, we've been here every day. Come on, man. No, I don't schedule anything. It's just whenever I feel like pressing the button, I press the button. It's how YouTube doesn't like sending notifications.
Oh man.
Shit. We're at an hour 26. I'm motivated enough. I got holes to dig. I got shit to pick up, stuff to burn, puppies to kick. You know, you got to always make time in the day to abuse an animal at least 2 or 3 times. You know.
I know everybody's giving us a lesson, and that's not how tariffs works. So whatever. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I really don't. I just want lower taxes, and I want to get out of the government system as much as possible, and that's what I'm working on. That's what I've been working on, to get out of the fucking system, man. Sick of that bullshit. Fuck all them politicians, man. Fuck the government. Fuck the government.
Declan! Huh? I didn't do a gratuitous puppy cam during this one yet because I don't know where Declan's at. He might be in the house actually. No gratuitous puppy cam on this one. Sorry, I'm not walking all the way up there.
I mean, that's all it is to it, man. Get self-sufficient as much as possible. If you don't know how to grow food, learn. It's really not that hard, man. Grow your own food. Have a garden.
Even in an apartment, especially in an apartment, you got a window.
Absolutely.
I seen a video this morning. It was a younger black cat in an apartment building, and he had fucking apartment chickens, and he would take them out for walks and shit. I was like, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Apartment chickens. Don't be a nasty motherfucker. Chickens are nasty. Be aware of that. Yeah. Don't make excuses. Grow your own food. Raise your own food. It's really not that fucking hard.
Yep.
And if your city council, your government tells you you can't, fuck them. That's
tell
right.
Fuck
I said it. Fuck them. They tell you you can't catch rainwater. Fuck them. You can do whatever the fuck you want within regards of your own space. Caveat. Can't nobody tell you to not grow your own food. That's retarded. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go do some shit. So y'all go.
Yeah, I've got to get started on these properties. I got 13 or 14 of them. Hell, I can't remember. I'll have to go look at my books. I did about that amount yesterday. Got to do them today, so I can get paid and pay off more shit, so I can get out of the system.
Chagi, Ohagi, I'm fucking murdering your name. Problem is, neighbors will steal your food. You know what you do? You get them neighbors and you say, hey, why don't you come over here and help me grow a bigger garden?
Either that or you know, that's what projectiles are for.
Yeah.
Freedom
If
seeds.
you don't want to ask them to offer assistance, and shoot a motherfucker in the ass. Boom.
Yeah.
But I would say, hey, it would lessen your burden for everybody else around you to participate in the system of growing their own food. That
Well,
I would say come together on. Encourage that. If you
I'll
got a
just
problem
say
with people stealing your food, say, hey, help me grow more. And you can have all you want as long as you help me grow more. That's the mindset that I want to push. But if they're trash ass people, shoot them in the ass. But I'm just saying, consider both options. I'm just saying.
somebody real quick before you kill it, somebody said, Are you guys avoiding my gun advice question? I don't guess I saw it.
How
I can't.
fucking special are you? There is 161 fucking people in here. Do you see how fast this chat's moving?
I
How
know
fucking
that.
special are you to think that your one motherfucking comment is going to stand out amongst all these other motherfucking comments in this goddamn chat, you self-entitled piece of shit? You're not that special, okay? Okay? Jesus fucking Christ. You entitled motherfucker. America, y'all.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
I don't know.
Go do something.
Peace.